Talk about this effort that you're undertaking to downsize this big bureaucracy as the courts and some of your Democrat colleagues keep saying resist.
Well, first of all, Donald Trump is exactly right in the steps that he's taking. This is what he promised the American people he was going to do. I think if you're shocked at what has been uncovered through USAID, you're going to be even more shocked when we continue to look at the other agencies and work our way through this. This is a serious time that the American people elected Donald Trump to come in and bring about change. He's not doing anything that he didn't promise he was going to do. And he's really doing what any leader would do, and that is to assess the situation that you've walked into, figure out what needs to be done. He's got others that are helping him do that, and then taking action on it. So I think the American people overall are behind him. I think they're recognizing that it's time to stop the wasteful spending of this is taxpayer money we're talking about.
Yeah.
And it's time.
What about it's time to cut out some of the media fat as well? Politico is there and getting a lot of attention. There may be other media companies. I want to be fair. Politico put out a long note today saying this was not a payoff, that they claim they never took government money. They just have these high-end subscriptions that all these federal agencies subscribe to. And some of them, like Politico Pro, they go deep inside policy. I assume you already know these policies. You don't need to spend thousands and thousands. What's your sense about how a $10,000 subscription here, $10,000 there, adds up to $8 million a year? Why are we funding this?
Well, we shouldn't be funding this. I mean, this is subsidy at the highest level. And I think when you start talking about these kind of numbers and recognizing that this is nothing more than picking winners and losers. I mean, you're taking newspapers, you're taking these subscriptions, and then you're picking, these are the folks that we're going to subsidize with all this subscription money. It's out of hand. And this is, again, this administration that is just calling to task with the facts and the reality. And this is a wake-up call for America. November 5th was the wake-up call that started this train moving, and it's quite frankly, from my perspective, it's exciting, it's well overdue, and I think the American people are appreciating the transparency and the honesty that we're getting with our own concerning our own taxpayer money.
Yeah, and you're talking about the optimism a lot of people feel. The president talked about that. He spoke at 2 different prayer breakfasts, as you know. Here he is. Watch.
Good things are going to happen. You know, a lot of people might be surprised to hear me say that, of all people, but I think a lot of good things are going to happen because our country's got some big headaches, but we have tremendous spirit right now. The spirit is as high as it's been. It was up 49 points this morning.
You're a pastor by background. What did you think about the president, what he had to say about his personal faith, and what he said about this country maybe rallying together to come back, sir?
Well, I was in the prayer breakfast at the Capitol this morning, and I heard the president speak. It's certainly always very moving when he expresses from his own personal experience what he went through in the assassination attempt there in Pennsylvania, and he makes no bones about it. He truly believes that God did protect him and spare him, as many of us believe that, and has raised him up for such a time as this. And so it's always very moving to hear him speak of that. And I think the president is right. I think that there is almost felt like a weight has been lifted over the last several weeks in this country. And I think we're all feeling that. And I think that he is speaking up for truth and righteousness. And it was a very good morning here at the Capitol, for sure.
Well, Congressman Harris, I think there's a lot of people who feel that kind of optimism, the golden age that the president is talking about that has just begun. It's gotten a little busy there where you are. And he also met with Republican leaders in the cabinet room, as you know, to try to get things going on the tax bill, extend the Trump tax cuts, and get the budget going. There's a lot of work ahead. We appreciate you taking some time out tonight to talk about it, sir. Thank you.